Right, let's start off with this story about Paul Pogba. So it's coming in from a Belgian journalist called Saka Tavalieri, who is basically saying that Manchester United, Paul Pogba is likely to train at Manchester United's Carrington training facilities while he waits for a new club. And this obviously has been met by euphoria among some people. Give him a 6-month contract, welcome him back. I've got to say, sod it, it's all about opinion. Absolutely not. What sort of madness is this? The official line from Manchester United is that there is no comment on it. I think they're sort of saying it's speculative. So I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Ineos would be so naive as to do it. I don't think it can happen. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And in an era where we're trying to build something professional and new and move away from Player FC, this just takes us straight back to Sancho FC and Bruno FC and Pogba FC and Ronaldo FC. And we just need to get rid of that. I don't know why people constantly want to sack managers and then talk about something new and then go, yeah, let's go right back to the problems of the past. Yeah, come on, let's jump straight back in at the deep end, even though we know there are piranhas in there and we will get bit. This is an absolute no. If you care about Man United and getting back to the top of football, this has to be a no. And that's from somebody who likes Paul Pogba. I think he's an amazing potential talent that didn't realise it. I think technically he could have been up there with Zidane if he'd applied himself and, been a more consistent player. I don't know why Paul Pogba didn't achieve his full potential. That's not my job to know that. Only he knows that. He talks very sensibly. He seems to be quite a sensible individual. Maybe, the agency he was with Riola, who used to gob off a lot. I don't know. Whether he maybe took the eye off the ball, maybe didn't have it in him to be consistent. Maybe he was injury prone. I don't know. But Paul Pogba at 26... in his prime, couldn't be consistent at Man United. So why would we want him back in his 30s after he's had a big allegation of some sort of drug cheating thing against him? He's injury prone and he's into his 30s and we're trying to turn a new page. Why would you go back to that? Why would you go back to the potential for all that PR noise and, we're going to bring Jesse Lingard as well. Let's get Jesse Lingard back as well. Let's get the whole crew back together. Beans. I just don't know why anybody would want to do it. And it's got nothing against Paul Pogba. I actually like Paul Pogba. I like him as a player. I said when he went, I didn't agree with the booing. I didn't agree with any of that. For me, it was just an amicable divorce at the right time. It hadn't worked out and it was time to go. Why you'd want to bring him back, I just don't know. Paul Pogba is charismatic. That dressing room will change completely. It's just such a nonsensical no. It makes absolutely no sense. I don't get it at all. Oh, but he's still a decent player that can do a job. Is he? Is he really? And do you want that in the fan base again? The whole fucking why is Pogba not playing and Bruno's playing? Why is Pogba not playing? Pogba FC. And also, the flip side is, there's a lot of United fans who can't stand Paul Pogba. They booed him when he left. So this is not Ronaldo returning. Ronaldo won a Ballon d'Or, multiple Premier Leagues. Pogba didn't do much at Manchester United, to be honest with you. And as I say, as somebody who actually liked the player and understood his talent, even if it was consistent, there's a lot of people that don't. So I just don't want this at Man United anymore. And I don't think Ineos will go anywhere near it because I think for the same reasons I've said, age, injury, what he's been missing for, and also a brand new era under Amorim and also a desire to remove Player FC. I just don't, it's not necessarily Pogba's fault, but it just doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense to me at all. I mean, we're meant to be trying to build a new legacy built on hard work and team. And I don't know why you'd go back to any player. And it's not just Paul Pogba. I wouldn't be bringing any player back from the past. Doesn't matter who it is. They've had their chance. It didn't work out. Why would you go back? When you're trying to build something new, why would you go back to something that didn't work and go, oh, maybe I can make it work in their 30s when they're injury prone? Come on. We've got to move on. And that's from somebody who actually has always rated Paul Pogba. But for me, it's absolutely madness. And the people who want it back the people who want him back concern me, because these are the people that concern me about the future of this football club, because I think they get locked in on player FC and not what's best for Manchester United. And these people will, in my opinion, end up causing us problems under the Amorim era when their favourite players, they'll be there going free Ahmad again if he doesn't play. And this is exactly why I don't want Paul Pogba back, because I want fans to start valuing the manager and the club over individual players. We saw it with Sancho. It cannot be that. We're not going to be successful if people are obsessed about players over their actual football club. Like, if you've got pictures of a player on your wall and you like them more than Man United, then follow the player. Don't follow the club. But we can't go back to this. It's irritating that people think it's a good idea. And it's irritating that people don't actually know what they're talking about. Like, I've lived the Paul Pogba era. Most of you did. It wasn't consistent. 1 week at half-time, we're 2-0 down to Man City. He puts in a worldy 45 minutes and we win 3-2. The following week, we lose 1-0 to West Brom at Old Trafford. And that, to me, is not consistency. I would rather have a 7... give me Mazraouis over Pogba's every day. Give me consistent, good players who do it every week, who may not be as talented, but give me Mazraouis over Pogba's every day of the week. That's what I want. I want good, consistent players to build a platform. And as Amorim said, you can't have the individuals until you've built the team. We haven't built a team, so don't give us individuals. I've had my say. Ben Jones says, well, Ben Jones goes a little bit harsh. I'm coming from the fact that I like Pogba, but for me, it's an absolute no for the reasons I've said. Ben Jones goes a little bit further. Everyone is deluded. Pogba is a mercenary. Well, he certainly was a mercenary under Raiola, because that was Raiola's agency. It was, look at Zlatan. It was about moving them on and, the disruption. Obviously, Mino Raiola's no longer with us anymore, so maybe Pogba's a little bit different, but... would you even have him back training at Carrington, Mark? No, I wouldn't. Why? Why would I do that? He's still going to be around the team, isn't he? It's still like this is the Amorim era. It's not the comeback Pogba or comeback Ronaldo era. It's the Amorim era. It's about the manager. It's about the structure. It's not about players. The players have to get in the box and work. I don't really want to see a lot about players and PR and stuff like that. I want to go to work. I want it to be the Amorim era. I want it to be about team, not individual. That needs to be the message for me. Get your comments in, though. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. It's absolutely fine. 39% of you would have him back. So it's not a landslide no. It's not like what we've done in the past with Sancho, where it was 80% wanted him out.